What's going on, guys? It is Tony from Lone Wolf, and today we're talking about what to expect when hitting the field for your first time.
Because why? Who's the best source to teach you what to expect?
That would be us right here at lonewolfpaintball.com. So we do have a lot of newer players that obviously watch this channel, and some of you guys are vets and you guys don't even need to know what to expect because you've been there and done that for many years. But if you guys are a new player, we're going to run through today what to expect when hitting the field for your first time. So kind of start off, you show up to your local field, no matter where you are in the country or even in the world, kind of showing up and going, never played paintball. So what am I going to be looking at when I first show up to the field? First thing you guys are going to be looking at is the registration process. You're going to show on up. They're going to kind of give you a breakdown of their prices. Obviously, if this is for the new players out there, you probably don't have your own equipment, so you're going to be renting equipment. Going through registration. Normally, packages start off with your rental marker, comes with, tank hopper mask and all the good stuff that you're going to need, and either like a 200-round package of paint, a 500-round package of paint, or normally like a 1,000-round package of paint. And some fields out there will either include, most of them will do like all-day air. And what that means is obviously unlimited air fills for your current session, however long you guys want to be willing to be out there and playing paintball. So you're going to go through the registration process. Once you leave that, and I'm not going to say prices because it depends on where you are in the country or even in the world. It could be anywhere from $50 up to $100 or so, depending on how much paint you guys want and where you are once again in the country or the world. Prices on the East Coast are different than the prices on the West Coast. So registration is going to be the first thing. Normally after the registration process, you are going to go through a field orientation. And what I mean by that is you're going to have someone, a referee most likely, or a manager is going to sit you down and kind of break down the rules of paintball, how everything is going to happen, what you can do and what you cannot do. We're talking field limit speeds. Normally for the velocity coming out of a paintball marker, normally fields are around the country 285 to pretty much anything under 300 feet per second for the velocity of the actual paintball marker. So you're going to go through the orientation process. Yeah, can you climb trees? Can you, some buildings out there on these fields, like for example, we have fields, we have staircases and stuff. Yes, you're allowed to go on. A lot of fields don't want you climbing up into trees and going excessive above and beyond. So if it has stairs, most likely you're allowed to go up into that bunker and make your kills from there. So orientation is going to be a crucial part of the process. So if you guys are a new player out there, you guys will know exactly what to do and what not to do. I can tell you from personal experience being in the game 20 plus years, you guys, please listen to the orientation process. Don't be talking to your buddies or just, yeah, cool, I know what to do. If you guys are new, please listen to the referee or the manager who is giving you that orientation so you guys know exactly what to expect when you head out onto the field. So after that, obviously you're going to be in a staging area. That's where you guys are going to be getting ready, kind of putting your final clothing on, getting dressed and loading up your paint and making sure you guys air tank is full and ready to go out on the field to play some paintball. So after that, I think we're going to touch on kind of what to expect when you get out there. Obviously, safety devices, your barrel cover is extremely important for new players out there. The cover that would go onto the end of your barrel is for safety for you and everybody else, also in the staging area. So until the game is actually ready to be active and they say, okay, guys, get ready. However, the fields out there start normally those 3, 2, 1, go, 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 something like that. Before that actually happens, you're going to pull that barrel cover off and you guys are going to be ready for gameplay. Speaking of the actual gameplay itself, there is a huge variety of game styles. I want to ask Fitz real quick though. Fitz, behind the camera, what is your favorite game style of play?
I like capture the flag.
Okay, capture the flag. Normally there is, do you like center flag or you want to go to their base and bring the flag back?
It's center flag. So center flag, basically the way that we play it at our field is center flag. It's in the middle, right? You got to grab it.
And you're fighting
for it. You go up, you grab it, and you have to take it to the other team's base.
Correct.
That way you're not taking it to your own. You always take it forward, never backwards.
So there's going to be one center flag in the middle of the field. Obviously, your team is on one side, the opposing team is on the other, and one center flag in the middle. Whoever kind of fights first and gets those, kills can go up there, grab that flag, and then be able to take it to your opponent's team base when the game is done. My favorite type of game style, to be honest, is it's kind of a cheater one, but it's reinsertion. So if you guys do get eliminated, you take a shot to the body or your marker or your face mask, anything like that. The referees will direct you back to where you first started, and they will reinsert you back into the game. It's kind of like having another chance at paintball life. Obviously, there's tons of other styles of gameplay, just straight up elimination. You take one shot to anywhere face marker on your body, you are out for that game, and you'll get restarted and cleaned up in the staging area. I mean, you've got elimination, you've got capture the flag, there's a president's game. There's so many different styles of gameplay depending on where you guys are playing and what that field normally runs in their particular situation. And also kind of with the game style play, speaking of that, you're going to see people with their electronic markers, more tournament style players, and then you're going to see people probably like yourselves that are using just your standard mechanical rental equipment. So please do not get discouraged by the guys in their fancy gear out there that, electronic and it's super expensive. And I mean, some of it can be super expensive, but don't get discouraged by those guys. Normally they are very willing to help out the new guys because they don't want to kind of run you and discourage you from playing the sport of paintball. So you will see guys dressed up head to toe in their fancy jerseys and pants and fancy markers. Don't get discouraged. More than, I would say 95% of the time, those guys are more than willing to help out the new players. So don't feel intimidated by them. In that regard as well, some fields will break it up fully, well, not fully, but electronic guns only play against e-guns, and normally the rental guys will only play against the rental guys. But if that is not the case at your field, they will make sure. If there's, let's say there's 30 guys with their own equipment that's like electronic, they will put 15 on one team and 15 on the other to make sure that is balanced, and so you guys have a good time out there. Once again, if the field you guys are at, that doesn't happen, the field owner is going to lose money because you guys are never going to come back to the field because you had a bad time. So they normally break it up. Mechanicals play mechanicals, and then the electronic guys play the electronic guys. At the end of the day, obviously this video is just kind of like a quick breakdown of you guys what to expect at the field. When you show up, you're going to do your initial registration. And then you're going to go on to an orientation of obviously how the games operate and what you guys can and cannot do. And then you guys are just going to go out there and have some fun. I would like to kind of turn it over to Fitz and see if he has anything else to kind of put into perspective of what is going to happen your first time going to a paintball field. Fitz, hit me with it. What you got?
Honestly, Tony, you nailed it. You nailed it. It basically just went through every single step. It's really easy to get registered. Obviously during the registration, you're doing your waiver, getting your safety orientation, your gun orientation, all that stuff. So you know exactly what to do when you're out on the field. And then going from there, honestly, you're going out and playing. You're going out, you're having fun, you're playing. If you're playing open play, even at our field, you're playing till close. We want you to stay there all day. We want you to have fun, take breaks during the day, go get lunch, come back, all that stuff. A lot of other fields obviously do different things, sessions and all this other stuff, but definitely, come out and play, go out and play at your local field and just enjoy it.
100%. It's out there. Obviously, the whole concept of this, you guys are there to have fun, and most of the parks across the country, that's exactly what you guys are going to run into. They're going to make sure it's fair. If you guys have any questions, concerns, always go up to the main registration box and ask your referee that is running your games, hey, I saw this happen or I saw that happen, and do you have any advice for me? Because the paintball community is super, super solid out there, and most of the time anybody is always willing to help you guys. So kind of a little breakdown of what you guys should expect when you guys are kind of nervous and first time going out to a paintball field. I would just say the last thing here is it only stings for a second. So you guys, you might come home with a couple battle wounds, and that's going to be fine. It will go away, and it stings for just a second. So if you guys are new to the paintball world, like I said, a lot of you guys out there watching this are newer players, but we do have vets. So if you guys are a vet, you probably checked out of this video a long time ago. But as always, if you guys need any help, always give us a call at the shop here. Or if you guys need to buy any new beginner gear, shop the best, and that would be LoneWolfPaintball.com.